Well, I'll never, ever, ever get those 2 hours back. That was utter wank. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yes, Liverpool played Manchester United ended in a fantastic 0-0. I think it was a really good performance from the Reds, playing a team with, limited talent and limited, just ability, and created 34 shots at goal, sort of, and drawing 0-0. Yeah, frustrating. Crap wank from the Reds. Really poor against a really poor opposition. And they were crap and they dragged us down to their level. So we started with Alisson in goal, Trent, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kostas. Then midfield three of Endo, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and then Diaz, Nunes, Mohamed Salah. United obviously had some suspensions, such as their captain who didn't want to play this game. I'm just in a mood. I'm just not in a good mood. Really poor. Like, we started really brightly. First 5-10 minutes we were onto. We had about 4 or 5 corners in the first little batch of play. 5-10 minutes, and like, right, here we go, get the crowd on. But I was thinking, because we were playing towards the cop end at the start, thinking, oh, right, let's try and we have to try and score in this first half, otherwise it's going to be hard in the second half trying to score towards the away end. I thought, let's talk about the atmosphere first of all. We got the new stand almost fully. So when that's complete, it'll be 61,000. But the top bit is open now, 57,000. And the atmosphere, that what I heard from the broadcast was shite. Was bad. It just no. And towards you sort of like you understand, like the players are trying, like, give you the impetus to try and to give you, because you're not gonna whistle, you're not gonna boo, you're not gonna make noise when your team has got the ball, in terms of making it like a bad place to try and play football. When we've got the ball, you're not gonna hiss and be like, you know what I mean? Like, it has to be a sort of a both sided effect. But then the other fact, it's Man United. And we're challenging for the league, and they're crap. We should be on their backs. We should be like literally on top of them and just suffocating the life out of them. And what came from the broadcast was just shite. And then a couple of times in the Kenny Dalglish stand, when there was a throw in for either team, whatever, and we're about to take the throw in, and the people in the front row with the phones out, I'm like, if I was there, I would fucking slap it out of their hands. You stupid! Like, I couldn't believe it. This should be policing in the stands. Get off your fucking phone, shout, scream, do whatever you want, but do not be silent on your phone. Oh, it really pissed me off. That really, like, it was on both sides, basically, towards the Annie Road and towards the cop end. Really frustrating. Let's get back to the football. I mean, how many shots did the Reds have? We ended up having 34 shots, but really, like, maybe 5 or 6 attempts, really good attempts at goal. Apart from the rest was just outside the box, just like low XG shots, like 8 on target from 34. You want to get at least a third of it, so at least maybe 11, 12, 13 you want to be having on target, realistically, right? Block shots, we had quite a few, obviously. Corners, 12-0. We had about 9 or 10 in the first half. And I thought, like, we started okay. The tempo was good, everything. I thought the midfield was, getting to space good after. But once again, the front three just looked toothless and just without any sharpness. Salah looked a bit, like, slow. And then Nunes was getting off. Salah was, like, every single time when Darwin Nunes has played for the Reds. He's been here for how long? 16, 17 months. Since the start of last year in the summer. Okay, he might not be scoring, might be assisting, but he's always in the play. He's getting shots off. He's testing the keeper. Last few games, his last goal for us was Bournemouth away. It wasn't a cracking goal, really windy, and he bungs it in the back of the net against the Bournemouth keeper. Since then, I felt like he's not even, like, in part of the play. Like, he's still doing okay with the holder play, but Darwin at his best, like even when he's not scoring assisting, he's getting shots off. He's making good runs off the ball. He's asking the defenders questions and so on. He's been doing none of that recently, and it's been like frustrating. I don't know if that's the supply end of it, and I feel like that's our midfield, and I feel like McAllister like not there, and like the likes of Soboslai being a little bit out of form recently, and Gravenberch not being at the speed, and like Curtis Jones not being also the best in form. I'm thinking like Darwin Núñez, like I said, he's been sort of not in the game, and that's you don't say that about Darwin ever. And the likes of Diaz, who I thought was looking bright, I think Diaz was our brightest attacker today, and even then there's a bit like towards the second half you can see him getting tired. But I'm surprised. Let's get to the second half. I'm surprised. This is like Jurgen Klopp's substitutions this season has been like remarkable, sensational. Every single time he's changed the game. Today's substitutions I didn't understand. Okay, so the first one was Gomez going on to right back and Trent going to midfield, taking Sabazza off. And who was the other one? Gravenberch. She was probably feeling a bit tired, a bit sore, a bit fatigued. Yeah, makes sense. Gomez has been sensational in the right back position, really going to the byline, attacking, stretching the defense. Really good substitution. And then Trent into midfield. Yeah, when we need to win the game, you put Trent in midfield. You put Trent wherever you need to win the game, right? That makes sense. Makes sense. That's all good. It makes perfect sense in the words of Alex Turner, right? The other three substitutions, I just didn't understand. So we took off, who was it? Darwin came off, Diaz come off, and that's it, right? We only made 4 substitutions, right? Yeah. So we took both of them off with Gakpo and... Gakpo and... who came on? Yeah, so Gakpo came on. That's right, that's right. Curtis Jones and Javier comes on for Diaz and Núñez, thinking... What's Jurgen going to do? Is he going to play Curtis Jones on the left wing, Gakpo, Salah? But then the shape of the Reds afterwards just... And it didn't make any sense. And like after we made those substitutions, we didn't look like scoring again. Like maybe Gakpo had a chance from set piece, a corner or a free kick across from Trent Alexander-Arnold. But we didn't make anything. I didn't understand the shape of it. Where Ali had scored the win against Palace the other day. Ali is in right central mid position where he just finds a space and he drives and he's constantly inside his left foot. Ali was sort of playing everywhere in the attacking midfield. Like, no, you got to have him on the right hand side. And they put Gakpo on the right wing, Salah up top, which I guess we're just trying to loop it. And we're basically, when we're putting Salah up top, we're sort of saying we've sort of lost ideas and we're just heading hope. And I didn't understand Gakpo playing out. I'm sort of lost my voice. Gakpo on the right hand side. I think Curtis Jones on the left. Curtis Jones is not a left winger. Curtis Jones is a proper central midfielder. So with those players in mind, I would have had. I don't know. I would have had maybe. Who would you like with those players on the pitch? You put Gakpo central midfield, Salah on the right wing, Jones left wing back, like stretch him out, and then Trent and like I would have taken Endo off and put Curtis Jones in the number 6 and left Diaz or Núñez on the pitch because we were toothless throughout the whole game. And it sort of tells you like Diogo Jota is so important. He's probably our most prolific goal scorer in the team. Mohamed Salah is the icon, the legend of that team. But when you need just a split chance, someone to just the ball to fall on someone's foot or chest or head, Diogo Jota is a killer in front of goal. And since he's got injured, we've been toothless up front. And the likes of Diaz, Núñez and Salah thinking, and Gakpo on the bench, that is a sensational, these 4 a talented attackers. But we've looked toothless. Didn't look sharp. And against Arsenal next week, I dropped Núñez and put Gakpo. Like Arsenal have got a decent defense, but we need Gakpo to sort of come into midfield, pick up the play and drag. Núñez is not in good form right now. But yeah, we play the shite Man United team, and they dragged us down to the level. Fair play, 0-0, shite, and yeah, Diego Dalot got the scent. Leave me your thoughts in that comments down below. It was dreadful. It was infuriating. It was frustrating. It was otto-wank. All of those words. But yeah, up the title, challenge your Reds, eh? Like, subscribe, up the Reds. Ta-da.